Hello, 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 hello. How are you doing? Wow, this is the first Sunday in the month of April and my birthday. Have you seen me since after my birthday? This is the new me, the new year. Yeah, I celebrated my birthday on 1st of April. Let me start with introduction first. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday parenting lecture with me, Mma Okoye, your seasoned parenting coach and professional guidance counselor. I am the founder, the Parents Academy, and also the founder, Global Initiative for Proper Parenting. I was talking about my birthday. First of all, I want to say special thank you to everyone who celebrated me on my birthday. You guys are amazing. I had lots of fun, got lots of gifts. It was amazing. In fact, I was wishing that every day will be a birthday, but then it's once a year, 1st April. Thank you so much for celebrating me. It was an awesome experience. This parenting lecture is part of the activities of the parents in the Parents Academy. We call ourselves the home heroes. So, because we want you to get at least a little glimpse of what we are doing, we come here every Sunday. It's our own gathering time. Then you are equally free to join us to learn one or two things from what we are doing. Who are the home heroes? The home heroes are the parents in the Parents Academy. You can equally join. The first cohort is ending by June. I mean, last day of June. The second cohort will be starting 1st July. You are free to join. It's just 30,000 naira for 1 month, and you have unrestricted access to a trained professional counselor. Did I tell you I'm equally a member of the Counseling Association of Nigeria, Rivers State chapter? So you just have unrestricted access to a counselor for 6 good months. You have structures and tips on how to properly parent in a way that you are not stressed up, you don't go into depression, you are equally financially stable while you are parenting your children. And finally, you'll be able to achieve your parenting goal, journal your progress, your challenges, celebrate your wins every week. All these and more are the benefits of being in the Parents Academy. If you are new here, you are seeing this face for the first time, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, just click the subscribe button so that you always get notifications whenever we are having anything, maybe live webinar or videos or whatever we are having, so you'll be part of this community. Remember to like. Yeah, click the like button. Yeah, just click the like button if that's the only thing you can do for me. Yeah, then if you've not done anything for me as a birthday, just share this particular video. I'm okay. Just share this video as a way of saying happy birthday to me. Make this video to go viral so that other parents will learn from what you are learning. Don't be selfish, okay? I know you'll do that for me. Thank you. All right, let's delve into what we have today. We are talking about sibling rivalry, causes of sibling conflict, setting fair rules. Now, sibling rivalry is as old as parenting itself. Now, it's something that happens in every home. You know how it was with you and your siblings growing up. If you have children, you also know that siblings rivalry is not something that is awkward or weird when it happens in parenting. It's something that is normal. It happens, but then when it is not properly managed, it becomes something that will be traumatic. It could cause stress, it could cause a lot of things. Now, siblings rivalry also helps children to learn conflict resolution. A lot of people are having issues in their marriages because they don't have the skill to resolve issues. They don't have conflict resolution skill, so it becomes a problem. So when you begin to see siblings rivalry from the positive side, then you will do better for your children. And another thing, siblings rivalry, when it happens, you don't just step in to settle the case for them. You allow them sort it out. In that way, you're helping the brain to grow. Okay, let's bring in the slides and the lecture begins properly. I'm done with the introduction. All right. Okay, let me get the slides. Where's my slides? Remember, if you are new for the first time, don't forget to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and like, share this particular video and other videos in this channel. Did I introduce myself? The excitement of birthday is still here. I am Mma Okoye. Yeah, I am Mma Okoye. I said other things about me, but I didn't put my name. I am Mma Okoye. Okay, now managing sibling rivalry, understanding causes and setting fair rules, presented by Mma Okoye. So, speaker note. Sibling rivalry is a common issue in families. We'll explore what causes sibling conflict and how parents can set fair rules to manage and reduce rivalry. If you are a home hero and you are here, please, I want to see you in the comment section. Where are my home heroes? I can't see you. I want to see you in the comment section. All the parents in the Parents Academy, if you are here, let me know that you are here. Then if you are watching after the live stream and you have questions, do drop it because I will answer that. I'll do justice to that. I love to read from you. Okay, understanding sibling rivalry is a natural part of family dynamics. Like I said during the intro, it's a natural part. Yeah, I don't have any other word to use. It's a natural part. Then it begins early in childhood. Even when your children are very small, especially once the second baby comes, rivalry begins. The first baby is enjoying lots of benefits, lots of attention, lots of care from mommy, daddy, aunties, uncles. Everybody will just come to the house. It's all about him, it's all about her. Then suddenly another baby comes and the attention shifts from the first one to the second one. As a human being, the way a human being is wired, the way the brain is wired, the jealousy will start building, and that is how the rivalry starts. So it begins early. Apart from being a guidance counselor, I am an early childhood educator. So there are some courses we did. We learned about the position of the first child, second child, last baby, and all that, and how all this affects their personality. And this is where the rivalry begins in siblings. Now, sibling rivalry can impact emotional development and family harmony. Sibling rivalry isn't always a bad thing. I said it before. It can teach children conflict resolution and empathy, but when left unmanaged, it can cause stress and resentment. So, as a parent, one thing you need to do is to manage sibling rivalry. In fact, if you're a parent, you need to be a judge, a police, a magistrate. Who else is in the courtroom? If you know, drop it in the comment section. Who else work in the courtroom? If you know, drop it in the comment section. That's what parents are. So we are, if you're a parent, we are everything that depicts a courtroom, because you have the chief judge, you have the appeal court, you have the supreme court, you have all of them in your house for you to be able to manage sibling rivalry. And you need to be an unbiased judge. Yeah, among our children, you see this one that is very, very calm, very, very cool, always obedient and other. They come with different personalities because of their gene. Maybe this one is taken from the mother, this one is taken from the father, this one is taken from grandmother, grandfather, and stuff like that. So there is this tendency for you as a parent to like love this one more than this one. Maybe this one is more cute, this one is more intelligent and stuff like that. So there is this tendency to love this more than this other one. But no matter how strong that emotion is, you need to control it and make sure that you don't display it. All these are going to fuel sibling rivalry if you don't manage it. Even that your child you think is the dumbest in your house, make sure you don't make him feel less of a human being. These are the things that bring rivalry among siblings. So as a parent, you need to manage sibling rivalry very, very well. Remember, the topic of our lecture today is managing sibling rivalry, causes of sibling conflict, setting fair rules. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. If you've subscribed before, then just hit the like button and as well share this video. As you watch, just pause it, share it and come back and you'll be doing justice to this all important lecture for other parents to learn. Now, common causes of sibling conflict. First of all, competition for parental attention. I started with the first child, the second child, and all that. So they are competing for the parents' attention. The reason I'm having this lecture today, because we are seeing situations where a brother will kill a brother, a sister will want to poison her sister because maybe she's getting married before her, a brother trying to, just a whole lot of things we see siblings do. We also see siblings who bond very well, play together. Recently I saw on the internet siblings replicating a picture they snapped 25 years ago. They sat exactly the same way they sat, got the same color of clothes. They gathered around a plate. They were eating, two boys and two girls. So they replicated that picture. Now they're adults. It was a beautiful thing to behold. You can achieve that. And I believe that's the dream of every parent. No parent wants a situation where the time you're supposed to be resting, you are trying to keep settling issues between brothers and sisters. Mommy, have you seen? Maybe they have grown. Mommy, this one did this, daddy, this one did this. No parent want that. The aim of whatever I'm doing now is for us parents to rest very well in our evening. It's not the time you're supposed to be resting. You are still sorting sibling rivalry because you didn't do what you're supposed to do at the right time. So when they compete for parents' attention, it could cause a sort of conflict among them. Now I'm talking about causes. When I'm done with causes, we'll talk about how to solve it and make sure it doesn't degenerate into something bad. But remember, I said sibling rivalry is not a bad thing. It becomes a bad thing when you don't manage it properly. So keep listening. Remember to like and share if you've not done that. Okay, the next, and I also want to see your comments. I want to see your emojis. If I say anyone that touches you, drop your comments. Yeah, that's a motivation for me now. Drop your comments to encourage me. That will give me more energy to keep doing what I am doing. If you are a home hero here, please come to the comment section and tell me you are here. Answer your present. Okay. Okay. So we are talking about causes of sibling rivalry. Then perceived favoritism. I mentioned that when the child perceives that this particular child is being favored more than this other one, then the conflict will start. Some parents actually indirectly and unconsciously fuel this conflict among siblings unconsciously, directly or indirectly. We're going to look at all that so that if you're doing that in your house, you stop at the moment and retrace your steps. Now, if you have more than one child, this particular video is for you. As long as there's two, from two and above, there's bound to be conflict between both of them. I've talked about competition for parental attention, perceived favoritism. The next is personality differences. I said that some took the gene of the mother, some took the gene of the father, some took the gene of grandparents and all that. So, and also experience, maybe different schools where they stay and all that could form a kind of personality among your children. You see children of the same mother, but this one is this way, the other one is the other way. An instance is I'm a twin, an identical one. I have a different personality, let me say slight personality from my twin sister. Yeah. So what I tolerate, she may not tolerate it. What she tolerates, I may not tolerate it. So we are different. So this difference in personality could cause conflict. It could lead to misunderstanding on certain issues, and that will bring a conflict between siblings. So if it can happen between twins, it can also happen between siblings who are not twins. So that's it with personality difference. Now, another thing, when a woman is pregnant, daddies, please pay attention to this. Where are my odogus? My odogus, pay attention to this. Now, the brain starts developing in the third week of pregnancy. So when a woman is pregnant and she's going through stress, like you are like stressing her through any form of abuse. I mean, any form of abuse, verbal, physical, emotional, you are stressing her. There's a way it will affect the child's brain, alter some things in the gene of the mother and also that of the child, and the child may pick it up from the mother. Before you know it, that child will be totally different from the other children, because during pregnancy, 3 weeks, the brain has started developing, and the stress the mother is going through, it's affecting the child. So when you're like, oh, I love that my baby in my wood, let nothing touch my baby in my wood, and the mother is nonsense to you, I am telling you, you don't love your child. Because if you love your child, you will reduce the stress on the mother, because indirectly that stress is going to affect your son or your daughter, that precious jewel you are waiting for. So let us also know that every pregnant woman needs lots of love, care, and attention. Even while breastfeeding, the woman needs lots of love, care, and attention. So if your wife is pregnant, please learn to pamper her if you actually love your child. If you actually love your child. So now the next is age gaps and developmental stages. These are extra things that could cause conflict among siblings. The age gap, the developmental stages, this one is already in secondary school, this one is already in primary, and all those things, they could cause conflict among siblings. The next is shared space and belongings. This is my book, this is my pencil, why will you take my book, why will you take my pencil, why will you wear my shoe, why will you take my hair tie? All those things can cause conflict among siblings. I'm listing them out so that you'll be able to know where the conflict is coming from and guide against these conflicts degenerating into something that they will grow up with, and it becomes very, very bad. Don't forget that I am your parenting coach and professional guidance counselor, Mma Okoye. Today, we are talking about managing sibling rivalry, causes of sibling conflict, setting fair rules. And hit the subscribe button if you are coming to this channel for the first time. Do not forget to give me those reactions. I want to see those reactions. Give it to me now. You don't pay, just click on it. You're not paying to give me all those reactions. Then share this valuable information. If actually you are getting values from this video, that's a way to motivate me. And the more you hit the like button, the more YouTube will recommend this video for other parents to learn, because they need to learn. If all of us will learn this and we are learning how to manage conflicts among ourselves, tell me why this society will not be a beautiful place, a paradise here on earth. Okay, now, parents' role in reducing conflict. I've talked about the things that could cause it. The parents' role, the first thing is what you are doing today, coming here to learn about it. That's the first thing, information, gaining the valuable information about sibling rivalry. That's the first thing. Now, now you have learned it. The next is action. It's not enough that you learn. When you learn, the next is action. Put in the action so that you start practicalizing what you've learned. That's the only way. Whatever you learned that will be valuable. If you learn and you did not put into practice, you just ended up wasting your time. That's it. So the parents' role in reducing conflict, the first, be aware of the triggers. I've told you the causes. There are so many things that can cause these triggers. I talked about need for parents' attention. So if I'm just going to use one of it. If the trigger is need for parents' attention, make sure you give each of them attention. Let none of them feel that, oh, you are giving this one attention more than me. I could remember what happened when I gave birth to my second daughter. The first one was a girl, the second one a girl. So the first one came, coincidentally, she is the first grandchild, that's from my husband's place. In that family, they have the female grandchildren giving them their grandchildren, but for their male, my daughter was the first in that family coming from their son. The other ones are bearing the sister's husband's surname. So they're like, this one is our own. This is our Okoye, that kind of thing. Oh, thank you, Mela. Thank you so much. I appreciate your thumbs up. Thank you very much. So my husband people, they were like, this is our own. That kind of thing. So the love was massive. When we go to village, oh my goodness, everybody will gather. Oh, she has smiled. Oh, she has that. The day she walked, oh my goodness. So the love was quite massive. Then from my own side, my first sister, my elder sister gave birth. Then I think she was also among the grown-ups too. Then and all that. So the love was massive, and from me and my husband, that's the father, she was the first child. You know how it is with first children, so all attention. In fact, in the my husband, if she's sleeping, my husband will come and be watching her, say, oh, she look at her nose is like this, her leg is like, that kind of thing. So the love was massive. Then the second daughter came. That's her sister came, and we can't possibly leave the baby to still face her. So the younger one came. She was fairer and with coiled hair. In fact, when I gave birth to her, if I carry her, people would be like, "Are you sure you didn't steal this child?" She was very, very fair with black coily hair and all that. So everybody was, oh, she's so fine and stuff like that. Now you see attention started shifting. So when we come back to the village, it's no longer she alone, then this other one. Then the third one came, a son. And you know how it is. Okay, my husband is here. He said that this program is awesome. Thank you, sweetheart. So when the son came, you know how it is in our Igbo culture. I'm from Igbo land, and when a son, and that time, oh, a son in our family, our son is giving birth to a son, so attention also shifted and all that. So you can see that jealousy is bound to start happening. Remember, I'm talking about these are children, 2 years, 3 years. What do they know? They don't even know anything. But as human, the way the brain is wired, the brain has already conditioned the body to keep accepting this affection from everybody. And suddenly you are cutting this affection because another human being is here. So that's how it starts. So why I'm explaining this very well, so that you will understand some of these triggers and work against it. So when it started, sometimes the way my first daughter will be looking at her sister like, who is this person that came to take my position? And good 18, my mom studied child psychology degree level. So my mom was like, look at what will happen. In fact, she prepared me for that. She said, look at what will happen. So what will happen, as you are the mother now, you're going to face the second child, who is the youngest baby here. Give her the attention. Let the father focus on the first child. All that attention, don't drop it. Let your husband focus on her, still be pampering her and all that, so that gradually she will now try to understand that, oh, I now have a sister. And my mom now said, keep telling her that this is your sister, this is your sister. She didn't come to take your position. You now have a playmate and all that. To be honest, my daughter was a year, I think around 2 years or so. I started talking to her from that 2 years. So I was telling her about it, and my husband now started taking care of her. Even till today, the bond between both of them, I know they put mouth there. These are that and father's bond, that kind of thing. If you are a mother here, you will understand what I'm saying. If you are a mother here, you have a daughter, and your daughter is having that bond with your father, I want to see that in the comment section. It happens in almost every family. So what we did really helped to manage that. Today, what I have is two boys, two girls. Both of them are best friends, and my sister, when sometimes she will give this one money, that kind of thing, and they quarrel too. When they quarrel, I'll just hold my hand and watch them, unless they come to report. When they come to report, I'll now put action. If they don't come to report, I allow them. You see them sort it out themselves, and when they sort it, the next thing they are gossiping. In fact, they gossip with me, gossip with their dad and all that, and two of them, they are bonding very, very well. So when you are aware of the triggers, you work against them. I'm using only the first one, which is competition for parents' attention. The other ones, I'm not going to explain them, because if I do that, this video will be this live webinar will be longer than I want. I don't want this to exceed 45 minutes maximum. So the next is avoid comparing children. As parents, there is this tendency that we want to compare this one with this one. This one is more intelligent, this one is more handsome, this one is all that. But don't compare. They are different. They are different, unique. Each of them is needed in the world. Each of them has potentials that the world needs. What you need to do is discover their unique identities, their unique potentials, help them manage their weaknesses, and help them improve on their strengths. If you are guiding them, I always tell parents, you are a guide. You are there to guide them. So if you are guiding them, be mindful of the individual differences in each of them. Help them, guide them to cultivate their own, as in their own, not this one must be like this. And look at your sister is getting first position. Look at your brother. In Ebola will be like, Torato. So don't bring in that. You are fueling conflict among them when you do that. Another one is spend one-on-one time with each child. I have four children. I can tell you how each of them behaves. I can tell you personality of each of them because I make out time to have one-on-one time with each of them. Some people may be like, how do I do that? When you are cooking, if you are with A today, tomorrow be with B. When you are going to market, if you are with A today, tomorrow be with B. When you are washing clothes, if you are with A today, tomorrow be with B. In that way, you are making out one-on-one time with them. And when you are with them, you trying to engage them in different conversation which will help you to guide them. Remember, your duty is to guide. Don't ever forget that your duty is to guide. Now, model healthy conflict resolution. This has to do with couples, daddies and mommies, even with your neighbors, even with your own siblings. Your children are seeing it. You are quarreling with your brother. You can never forgive your sister. You and your siblings cannot pass through the same road. Your children are watching that. So how you manage the conflict between you and your siblings, between you and your spouse, between you and your neighbors, your cousins, your colleagues in the office, your children are watching all that. So model healthy conflict resolution. Let your children see you resolve conflicts amicably. And then I always tell couples, one of the things you should learn before going into marriage is how to quarrel. I must say, I keep saying it. When I say, people start laughing. Learn how to quarrel. You can actually quarrel by stating the cause of the problem without insulting your partner, without belittling, using derogatory comments as if I picked you from the gutter, those statements. No, focus on the content of that quarrel. Quarrel to resolve. That's healthy conflict resolution. I'm not going to go through that now. If you need one-on-one lecture on that, go to the comment, go to the description. There's a link where you book a one-on-one session, and I will coach you on healthy conflict resolution. For each of my slides, I dropped speaker notes. As parents, how we respond matters. Staying neutral, encouraging empathy, and showing fairness help children learn to manage their feelings better. Now, when you give a rule, you're like, this one, you should do this and do this. Let that rule be for everybody, no exception. Then when there's a consequence for every rule, let everybody face the consequence. I said it before, when they're having issues, don't rush to go and settle it for them. Make sure you allow them resolve it. As you're allowing them resolve it, you are helping their brain develop conflict resolution skill. They're like, after this is my brother, this is my sister, I no go kill them now, so they must resolve. But one thing we are doing, I mean, we modern parents, we step in to do everything for our children, denying them of that self-confidence, denying them of growth, denying them of development, personal development. So we rob them, not even that, we rob them of these skills. When we try to step in, we rob them of self-confidence and improve our own. We rob them of personal growth and improve our own. We rob them of development and improve our own because we want to do everything for them. But when they're having these issues, sit back, watch them. Then when the issue is trying to escalate, you can come in. But if they are trying to resolve it themselves, just watch them. Make sure no one hits each other. No one should hit. They should talk, but don't hit each other. Then don't support bully in your house. There is one girl that called me the other time. The brothers will keep bullying her, and the parents will be supporting the brothers. You are a woman, why will you talk to a man like that in the house? The brothers. Now, when you are encouraging that, what will happen to that son when he eventually gets married? Because you have trained him that a woman needs to receive beating from a man. That is not conflict resolution. You are not being fair in this aspect. You're not being fair. Then some will love their daughters so much when the boys do something. So don't touch my princess. Don't touch my princess. But if the boys does the same thing, so that is not being fair. So what is good for the goose should also be good for the gander. No gender separation. let the rules be for everybody. If you default, let everybody face the consequence. Because when you are doing that, you are encouraging sibling rivalry. Like I said, some of them can be so good, so obedient, so gentle, so calm. There is this tendency that you love this one more than this one. But please don't bring that in unless you want to fuel rivalry between these siblings, unless you want to fuel that. And remember, you will get old. By the time you are no longer there, they'll be killing themselves. Is that what you want? Or even when you are old, they are stressing you or putting you through depression. A lot of mothers are running from one ministry to the other, from one prayer house to the other, because their children are fighting, fighting dirty. Let's look at setting fair house rules. Um, Create clear family rules for behavior, and this includes everybody with capital letter. Everybody. There is no golden fish in your house. Once you default, you must face the consequence. I always tell my children, I don't have favorite. The only anybody who is behaving well at any particular time, or anybody who is doing things without me saying it, using your initiative to know what to do and do it, you are my favorite at that moment. And if you default, you will not be my favorite. So my favorite person is shaky, is not static, is shaky. The person who is behaving very well at like this moment now, that person that will take initiative to do this is my favorite. I'll hug you, peck you, and that same minute you misbehave, I'll keep you by the side and pick another favorite. So you see them, because I said that, you see them trying to always behave well at every moment. Believe you, every child, every human being loves praises. Every human being loves attention. Every human being loves validation. This includes children. So you can even use it to make them behave well at any point in time. Don't forget that today we are talking about managing sibling rivalry, causes of sibling conflict, setting fair rules. And I am your coach, Mma Okoye. Okay, remember to subscribe if you've not done so, like and share this valuable information. All right, you are free to drop your questions because I'll be rounding up soon so that I will be able to do justice to your questions. If you are listening after the live stream, you can still drop your question. I will answer that. So talking about the fair rules, involve children in rule setting. Let your children be aware of the rules in the house. Don't just set rules alone and you start imposing them. Make them part of the rule setting. When they're part of the rule setting, they will be the one that will checkmate each other, and they won't see you as favoring one person against the other, because all of us said this rule, right? So when one of us derail, the other person will checkmate that person and come and report to you. Mommy, this thing you said we should not do, this person has done it. And that person will not feel cheated or feel being treated poorly, because he or she was also part of the people that set that rule. Then the next is make consequences consistent and age appropriate. Don't just say, oh, Mma say I should give consequence to anybody. Now, example, your 15-year-old child breaks the house rule. You tell him to kneel down from morning, maybe like 5 hours. Now the 3-year-old child behaves. You still tell the 3-year-old child to kneel down for 5 hours. That is that is not age appropriate. So you should make it age appropriate. And when you're making it age appropriate, you'll be like, oh, I'm giving you this lesser thing because you are just 3 years. It's because you are just 3 years. Had it been you are like your brother who is 50 years, I would have done to you exactly what I did to your brother. Say it to the 3-year-old, let the 15-year-old also hear it. In that way, they know that you are giving this person lesser because of age. That if he's at this other age and does the same thing, that he will get a higher punishment. Then make it consistent. When you say no use of foul words in this house, A uses it, punish. B uses another day, punish. Even in next 5 weeks, punish. Even in next 10 weeks, next 1 year, punish. Don't punish A today and tomorrow by the time B does it, you have forgotten, you are too busy, you are stressed up. That's why in the Parents Academy, one of the things I told them, we must talk about self-care so that we reduce our stress. Stress is dealing a lot with parents and it's affecting how they're parenting their children. They're so stressed up, they're so frustrated, and they're transferring it to the children. Maybe they misbehaved. That day you are so angry, you're so broke, you're so frustrated, you heap all manner of punishment punishment. Then the day B does the same thing. That's the way your alert is BP. You know, it's money that makes us smile. Your alert is BP and you're so happy. Please go, 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 go. No, when you're doing that, A will misinterpret. He will not understand that your mood this other day was not the same with this other way. So you need to learn how to switch your mood when you are parenting. Emotional intelligence is one of the skills every parent should have. In fact, one of these days is going to be a topic on this webinar. We're going to look at emotional intelligence. You need to put up emotional intelligence if you want to be an intentional parent. The next is avoid blanket punishment. I think I've mentioned some of that about blanket punishment. You are punishing this one and this one is not even aware he misbehaved, and you are treating this one like trying to manage the rules with this one. But when it's this one, you're not managing the rules. Make sure you avoid all that when you want to when you know you want to manage sibling rivalry in your house, unless you want them to start quarreling. Remember, siblings quarrel because one, they are seeking parental attention. They're in competition with each other. If you don't know it today. Each of them, even that your 1-year-old child is in competition with the 3-year-old elder brother, elder sister. So they're in competition with each other because that is normal of every human being. Then number two, they're having that rivalry because they're stressed up, they're frustrated because of one thing or the other. So these are things you need to know. Then they have different personalities. This person's personality is irritating me. The way he's chewing this food is irritating me and all that. So these are things that are causing the rivalry between them. Then developmental stages. This one is always winning award. This one is always winning award. And I'm not winning award. Meanwhile, I'm older than him or her. How do you manage it? That's why I say take note of the triggers and manage it. If the triggers are constant, they're always happening, you need to manage it well. If you cannot manage it, seek professional help. That money you will pay for professional help and guidance will save you a lot of headache in your old age. Now, my speaker notes for this particular one: rules work best when children help to create them. Whatever I'm telling you here is what I practice in my house, and it is working out very, very well. Some people say parenting has no formula, just do it. No, parenting has a model, especially modern parenting. You need the the model. You need to follow certain pattern for you to be able to achieve a particular thing, because there are lots of researches that have been done. People, the black, white, Asian, all of them, and it's about human beings. So these studies are for human beings. Currently, I'm carrying out a research about parenting and mental health. It is the same everywhere. I mean, everywhere, as long as you are a human being. So there's nothing like, oh, we are Africans, we are Nigerian. We are all human beings. The same thing that happens in my brain is happening in the brain of that person in Antarctica. So there are so many researches that has been done. So when I put these things into practice and are working, I can confidently come here and say, do this because it works. So the speaker note, like I said, children do better when they help to create these rules. This builds respect and makes them more likely to follow through. When they're part of the rule, they will follow through. Conflict resolution strategies. Encourage communication. Use words. Make sure you teach these children effective communication. Sometimes it could be out of misunderstanding or presumption, especially when they become adolescents, older adults. They'll just presume, you should have told me, but you did not ask. So let them learn to ask questions. If you have teenagers here, this is for you. Let them learn to ask questions. If you feel your brother did this, even the older ones, even you as a parent with your siblings, if you don't understand, call and ask. That thing you are presuming that is causing problem, your brother or your sister's mind may be very, very far away from that. Even you as couples, don't presume, ask question. You may be thinking, oh, by now this one is doing this. Meanwhile, the person's thought is in another. The person's thought is that crayfish is not in the house and Maggie is not in the house, and you are there accusing that person of another thing, judging and condemning that person in your mind. Before you know it, problem will start. So learn to ask questions. Teach your children effective communication. Learn it as an adult and model it for your children. Then teach turn taking and problem solving. Let your children learn to take things in turn. Teach them problem solving. If you were here when I talked about homework, school studies, I talked about problem solving. I gave instances. You can get some of the videos and watch. There's a video I made, preparing your child for the world. I talked about a lot of things. Go scroll down my videos, you see one of them, watch it, and if you have question, ask your question, I will answer that. Now make out time. Let there be time outs for cooling off. Let there be time out, family outing. Easter is about around the corner. Make out time, go out cool. You mustn't have all the millions to do that. You can just go out, look around, take pictures, take selfies, and come back. Like everybody said, cool down. Now, family meetings to discuss conflicts calmly. When there are conflicts, let there be family meeting to talk about this. So conflict resolution is a skill. I said it when I was starting. Helping your kids express feelings and find solution is better than just stepping in to stop a fight. I said that. Now, final tips and encouragement. Patience is the key. Practice patience, teach them patience, model patience. That's where I'll stop that one. I will not say much about it. Then celebrate teamwork between siblings. When you come back, your children have teamed up together, like my children do that a lot. Oh, mommy, we came together to do this on my birthday. They came together, put some stuff together, bought biscuits, perfume, yeah, I think biscuits. And this one said, mommy loves chocolate biscuit. This one said, mom doesn't like biscuit that is that has too much sugar. This is the mommy loves crackers. This one said, mommy, will you want what you will eat or the one you will use? I said, what I will use. That's what I want. So they came together. In fact, the summary of their gift was total of what mommy loves. And they presented it to me on my birthday. So when they do such, encourage and appreciate them. It will help bond them together, because that time they are coming together to plan mommy's birthday, they are bonding. There won't be much rivalry between them. I'm just using this as an instance. They may come together to arrange their room. They may come together to wash toilets. A lot of things they can come together to do. When they do that, make sure you praise them. Then be consistent, be flexible. I've said that. Seek professional help if rivalry escalates. When the rivalry continues, you can't stop it, you can't help it. Please, please, please seek professional help. Keep reminding them, your siblings. I will not fail to talk about incest. Some of these siblings are sleeping with each other because you, as a parent, you didn't do what you're supposed to do. Start early to tell them about taboos. There are taboos in our land. Don't do this. This is your sibling. So keep reminding them, this is your sibling. My father will always say, one negi, that's your brother, your sister. So go and call one negi, that kind of thing. So they keep reminding you that this is your sister, this is your brother. They keep reminding you of that. And today we are all grown and we are bonding super well. If you are following me on Facebook, you will see how I am bonding with my siblings. And my children are seeing that. Every time they'll be like, mommy, when we grow, we are going to be like you and your siblings, because they're seeing that. In fact, my children and my siblings' children are bonding very well because of the bond within us. And because we are bonding well, my siblings became connections for my children. My auntie, my uncle, because of the bond. So you can see the bond will even extend to our children and our children's children, because we started well. So as a parent, do the same for your children. It's very good. It's very loving to see siblings come together and do things together. It's an amazing and beautiful thing to see. And I believe you, as a parent, you would want to see that. So my dear parents, as I am wrapping up, I'm looking for questions. If you have questions, you can drop it. If you have anything, any comments, you can drop. If you have experience between your siblings or your children and all that, you can also drop it. That if you want professional help, the link to book for section is in the description. You can write to us through the email in the description. You can also join the next cohort of the Parents Academy. The next Parents Academy, we are going the cohort 2. We are going to really deal with how the brain works, how the function of the brain in relation with our behavior, our personality, and parenting, so that we reduce lots of stress in parenting. It's just 30,000 naira. You can just pay commitment fee, maybe 10,000, 5,000, just to show interest, and you'll be inducted in 1st June. Just 30,000 naira. You have 6 months unrestricted access to a trained counselor. Do this and you will thank me later. Okay. All right. In the absence of every question, I will be closing up. We're already 45 minutes gone. I said I don't want to exceed 45 minutes, and we're already 45 minutes. So if you got values here, drop your comments, share this video, like it, and let other parents know. Educate other parents. Information is power. One of the things you need to do in this era is to keep learning. When you keep learning, you keep growing. If you stop growing, you will no longer be valuable in the modern era. That's just the truth. So when you learn, you pass it on to your children, and your children will pass to their own children. Like I said, I used what my mom taught me, I passed it to my children. If she didn't teach me, if she didn't even learn, will she teach me? If she didn't teach me, will I have it to teach you now? So you keep learning, be committed to regular learning. It will help you in your parenting journey. And that's one of the things we do in the Parents Academy. Regular learning, so that we keep getting better than our usual self. I mean, our old self. So thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for staying till this moment. Thank you for watching till this moment. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming by. We'll do this again next week, Sunday. Please come on board. I would like to see you next week, Sunday. I hope you would like to see this face. All right. See you next week. Bye. Oh, I forgot. My book is in the description. If you've not bought it, Between Love, Infatuation, and My Identity, is an ebook, just 3,000 naira. Buy it for your teenagers. It will help them. Go to the description. Buy it on sale at just 3,000 naira. Oh, Francisca is here. She said, proudly a home hero. Welcome, Francisca. Welcome on board. Good to see you here today. So if you've not bought that book, it's an ebook. I talked about identity formation. Give your child that book. A child of 12 years can comfortably read that book. So make sure you get it. It's in the description. Click on it and you order and buy for your children. Goodbye. Good night.